In this video, we're going to look at graphing inequalities. Okay, we're going to look at a coordinate grid on the next slide. But let's go over a few things that we want to remember about inequalities. So when we graph an inequality, the first thing we have to look at is what kind of line we're going to graph. Okay, because when you have less than or greater than, you want to have a dashed line. Okay, because all the points on that line are not included in your solution. Okay, because it's just less than or greater than. If you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, that's when you're going to use this solid line here. You're going to connect your points just like you've always done. That's your solid line because you have this underline. Okay. We also have to remember shade up or shade down. So you're going to shade up. So if this is our line, we're going to shade up from our line if we have greater than or equal to. Either greater than, we go up. Okay. We do shade down if we have either less than, or equal to. If this is my line, I would shade down. Okay. And lastly, remember um, our form of y equals mx plus b. Remember that y equals mx plus b. Our m is my slope, and your b is your y-intercept. Okay, so we're going to graph our y-intercept first, and then we're going to travel our slope. If it is in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c, you're going to have to solve for y. Okay, we'll go over that in this video, but if you're not sure if you remember that, you might want to go back and watch the video for solve for y from unit 3, because that will help you with that today. Okay, so the directions here will say graph the inequality on the axes below. So here's my graph. I have y is greater than 1/2 x plus 2. So I'm going to first identify my m, which is 1/2, and my b is 2. So we're going to start with our b here. Our b is at 2, so I'm going to put a point right there at 2. Okay, my m is 1/2. This means since it's positive, I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. You can keep doing that. You fill in that pattern as much as you can. Okay. You don't have to fill in every point, but that should be about good. Okay. So there's our line. It's positive, so it's an increasing line. And then now we're going to look at our symbol here. This is greater than. So I have two things. Am I going to shade up or shade down? And is it dashed or solid? So let's look at dashed or solid first. It's just greater than. Okay. So it's going to be a dashed line. Which is that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to come through here and put a nice dashed line. Okay. Because it's greater than, there's no underline. And then it is greater than. Okay. We have greater than, so we're going to be shade up. So from here, I'm just going to put my lines. You go up from the y-intercept. So here's 2. I want to go up from that. And that is my graph. I have my y is greater than 1/2 x plus 2. I plotted all my points. It's a dashed line, and I am shading up from there. Okay. I'm going to write here, we're shaded up. So dashed and up. Okay. All right, let's look at another example on slide 3. Now for this, it says graph the inequality on the axes below. Okay, I have 5x plus 2y is greater than or equal to -14. So here, this is actually in standard form. And remember what we said, we have to solve for y. So I'm going to rewrite it over here. Okay, so I'm going to solve for y. You want to get y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Again, there's a lesson on this in unit 3. If you want to pause this and go back and do that lesson, you might want to. If you're not sure what this is, bring down 2y is greater than or equal to, oh, let me go back a second. These don't cancel over here. I just have 2y greater than or equal to, I'm going to put my x first, -5x minus 14. Okay, then I divide everything by 2. That cancels. So y is greater than or equal to -5 over 2 x. -14 divided by 2 is -7. Okay. So now we'll do the same thing. I'm going to identify my m and my b. M is negative 5 over 2, and B is negative 7. Okay, so I'm going to start with my negative 7, which is down here on my y-axis, and I'm going to travel negative 5 over 2. That means I'm going to go down 5 and to the right 2. Okay, now from negative 7, I can't really go down 5. I can go down 1, 2, 3, but I run out of space. So I'm going to do the opposite. I would go down and to the left. Okay, I'm going to do the opposite of down to the left. I'm going to go up, sorry, down and to the right. I'm going to go up and to the left. Do the opposite. So I'm going to go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the left 2. Okay, that does the same thing. Down and to the right, it would still be on this side. I can do the opposite though, up and to the left. So I'm going to do that again. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay, all right, I'm going to stop there. And now I need to figure out my symbol. So the symbol I had is greater than or equal to. So it's going to be a solid line. Okay, I'm going to draw my best solid line through here. Okay, and it's going to be shade. It's greater than, it's going to be shade up. So again, from the y-intercept, you go up. So there's my shading, and you go all the way across. Okay, so that is how I do it when it's not solved for y. So you might have to do this first. Identify your slope, your y-intercept, and then you look at your sign. Okay, greater than or equal to, solid line because of the underline, greater than because it's going up because it is greater than. And there I have my image right there. All right, go ahead and practice some examples in Delta Math and then take your quiz.